Vikings Giants Sunday at noon. Let's get into it. Happy Thursday. One day closer to the weekend. Last weekend before Christmas. Hopefully everybody's got their Christmas shopping done. Minnesota Vikings this week on the road at New York. Another good matchup for this offense as well as the defense. Two youngest quarterbacks in the league going head to head against each other. I think it's going to be a fun game, man. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. Looking forward to this one. Looking forward to see the continued improvement from the offense, especially in the defense, just kind of keep doing what they do. And it'll be interesting because there's going to be a lot of missing pieces. I mean, we'll get into the injury report soon, but as we know, Darrisaw hasn't practiced yet this week. No Grenard, drawing a blank, no Josh Metellus. So we're gonna get
really.
I see a lot of Dallas Turner. You didn't know that?
Well, I kind of wait until you do the injuries.
No, Metellus he's on IR. He's shoulder surgery. He's out. He's done for the year. So no Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell's saying Jay Ward is gonna get quite a few snaps.
Wait, what the heck? So he's done for the year?
Yeah,
when did that come out? Earlier this week?
2 days ago? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of try. I do. Sometimes I'll kind of avoid the injuries a little bit if possible, just because.
But either way, we're gonna get to see some other guys step up on defense, and then just continue to see the improvement from JJ McCarthy and this offense, and hopefully start to see. I mean, as Nick said earlier today, just start to hopefully see that JJ to JJ connection that everybody was so excited about coming into this year. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. This team is obviously still wanting to win, still playing hard. So I think it's going to be a fun matchup. I like that idea. The two young guns going up against each other and see who can come out on top.
Yeah, dude. And, as I have in the title here, JJ McCarthy is about to take that's a big thing because I was like, I don't know if anybody else, some of my friends kind of talked about it, but just how JJ McCarthy, right when JJ McCarthy was descending, Jackson Dart ascended, and it was like, because JJ, not obviously people who hate him definitely know this, but JJ McCarthy had tons of hype obviously going into the season, not just from like a Vikings fan base, but even from like it's kind of weird to even think that happened, but from like even just outside, like the media in general, the prices on his, like I think he was up there in jersey sales, the prices on his cards, like everything was really high. Everybody was really excited for JJ McCarthy. Obviously we know what happens, and even more so we know what's happening right now. But so he kind of obviously felt, that's why I think he fell and got attacked so hard, is because all the extra hype going into the season, the winning mindset, all that kind of stuff. And then, I like right when that was happening, Jackson Dart kind of swooped in. And that's why this game, I kind of did have this circled ever since that happened, because there's a couple of games, like Jaden Daniels versus JJ McCarthy, Caleb Williams, like all of that kind of stuff, Sam Darnold. But it was the secret low-key, this one, the young 22-year-old quarterbacks against each other. Last week, I said that. I even said, was it last week? I don't know. I said JJ McCarthy was the youngest. The chat made sure I knew that it wasn't him, which is fair, because the thing with that is like, that's what I was thinking too before. Like I didn't really look into it, but I'm like, I thought he was younger. But then people, I don't know if they are anymore, but people kept pressing that JJ McCarthy was the youngest, whatever. Anyways, so Jackson Dart actually is the youngest quarterback. So younger than JJ McCarthy. And he has 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. It does sound like things are settling down for him a bit. He isn't doing as well as he did right in the start of everything. But still, I mean, obviously still 22-year-old young quarterback playing on an offense that isn't great.
Yeah, with not a lot of talent. I mean, no Malik Neighbors. I don't think he got to play with Malik Neighbors at all, because I think he got hurt with Wilson still starting, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's really, I mean, the time with the few games with Scadaboo were fun. But yeah, like, he hasn't really had a talented, I mean, he's a talented quarterback. I mean, he's got the arm, he has the athleticism. Yes, I mean, as Nick said, probably uses his athleticism a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's an exciting quarterback. I mean, he really is. I mean, there's a reason he was a first round pick. I mean, late first round pick, but there's a reason he was a first round pick in the first place. So I don't know. It's going to be a fun matchup, and they both play the game differently, but yet at the same time. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And that's why. And then on the other side of the thing, it's just like, You know, if there's a game this year, on this entire year, including the Bengals game, obviously they didn't have Joe Burrow, so it's easy to say at the time before, well, easy to say prior to that as being a potential tougher matchup, whatever, with Joe Burrow. But I would say this Giants team is on the schedule going into this year, the easiest team that we were facing. So if there's one team, especially the way we're playing right now, a team that we should go out and just destroy, it's supposed to be the Giants. And their pass defense and their run defense even worse. Their defense is bad. Obviously, 3 weeks in a row against bad defenses. So another chance for the offense to do some work there. But as far as offense goes, where it's much less talent than what we faced in Washington, what we faced with Dallas. So it's one of those games where you're just like, this is one where we just want to throttle a team here. And hopefully that's exactly what we see, but we'll see here. One thing I wanted to say is just a shout out to everybody popping in here. You know what? I think we're going to we're going to add something back in, at least this week. I'll see how it keeps going, but we are giving away, and Aura, we are giving away the JJ McCarthy rookie card. So get the hashtag SKOLs in the comments, like the video. And
man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we had to say the hashtag SKOLs in the comments.
Let's get it. We're getting, we got some good vibes going for the most part. I mean,
at least we should.
Maybe not.
And if you don't have good vibes, I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, I know. Then you're
I think.
Like, oh no, JJ McCarthy's starting to look good. I get the whole. I mean, obviously, I understand. Like, there's going to be the group of people who are like, we're out of playoffs and things like that. All that stuff. Oh, Bob Swede. Come on, Bob Swede. You got to swoop in on this. But I know there's going to be the people who are like, hey, we're already out of playoffs. Everything feels pointless. But this is like the 1 year, if anything, like these games for a year that you're not making playoffs for sure. These are the most important games that I've seen in that scenario.
Yeah, and Nick, I get this whole point of it, but at the same time, like, at least he's going out against those same defenses looking good, right? So like I totally get that argument. Like, hey, the defense have been bad. Let's not get too high and let's not crown them, like George said the other night. And I don't know if we'll see him here tonight. He was kind of mad that night, but
yeah.
And like I 100% understand that, but he could have looked bad. And you need games like this, like the get right games, to get your confidence back, start playing free. And again, we're going to get to see it against Detroit and against Green Bay in some big high leverage games the next 2 weeks. If we can come out and he can look good on offense again this week, going into those two games, then we'll see. Then those last two games are going to be the real test of the season to see if it was just a matter of circumstance playing those bad defenses, or if there's actually something to this growth and improvement that we're seeing. And also, like, I was just kind of thinking about this too, like earlier today. Like, I just think of like myself as a 22-year-old, like
JJ McCarthy.
Meme, you literally became the meme of the NFL.
Yeah.
Booed off the field by your own fan base multiple times, went through all the injuries. I just think of myself at 22 years old, like, there's no chance I would have ever bounced back.
Kidding me?
And the fact that he's still just going out there and playing ball, I don't care who you're playing against, but he's still coming out looking good. Like, that's what you want to see. And that's why I think that's why a lot of this fan base should be excited about the kid. Like, at least people said, I don't think he can handle losing. I think he's proven he can handle losing. He can handle literally being the ass end of everybody's joke.
Yeah, right.
And like the most hated guy in the league for no reason.
Yep.
Like Pat McAfee's talking shit, like all that type of stuff. Everyone's talking shit. The fact that he can bounce back from that, even play good against these shit defenses, should tell you just a little something. Like, there's something there. Sure, you have to see it in higher leverage situations. Like next season, he's gonna have to start out hot. If he ends up being the starter, he's gonna have to start out hot and get this team on a streak early so that they can be in the playoff picture. Because it doesn't matter. Cool, you're doing this against bad defenses when it doesn't matter. Awesome. What's he gonna be like when it does matter? But these are all just stepping stones to get there, especially when the season has been as rocky as it has been for him. So
yeah,
I don't know. You got to respect the fact that he's just bounced back from literally all the shit he's taken in the last 6 months.
Yeah, I don't care.
At least he's playing competent, good, like just confident, free football.
Yeah, and it's the whole bad defense. I'll say this a million times. You're 22 years old. Everything you said, and you're up against an NFL defense. I don't care if it's bad or whatever. Nobody prior to those games, there was nobody coming out here and say, like, people were just waiting for him to fail against a bad defense, or not everybody, but some people. And he didn't do that. He did good against him, and everything that you said. That's what's so funny about JJ McCarthy, and that's what you just got to love this kid. I don't care what anybody says about his gritty, but to go through all of that and then do what he did on that run or on that running play and ending up gritting in the end zone. Like it just shows like at one point it's just like, oh, this stuff's starting to get to him, but then he goes and does something like that. And he's just like, that's kind of like, that was kind of like a, I don't really give a fuck moment a little bit. I feel like, another thing is like, yeah, he played really good against good defenses, but I don't know why nobody gives him any credit, or not giving him credit, but brings up the fact that all his other games were against good ass defenses. The Atlanta leads the league in pass rushing this year, or leads the league in blitz percentage or whatever. And then they've been good against wide receivers for the most part, and they've been good against tight ends, all that good stuff. So I mean, and because that's the only whatever. I mean, what other teams? I mean, the Lions defense is good. The Packers defense is good. Obviously, you can say what you want about the Ravens, defense, but they have been getting better as time's gone on. Obviously, generally a good defense. They have a lot of talent there. The Chicago Bears leading the league in turnovers. Like JJ McCarthy hasn't played against easy defenses until now, and he's destroying them. So that's the thing, is like, it's easy to say he's playing against a good defense, but where was everybody at to stand up? And I would say even myself, I wasn't out there. I wasn't out there saying like, oh, he's playing against really hard defense. I wasn't giving him that excuse. But if you're going to say he's playing good against good defenses and kind of putting a knock on that, then you should give him a little bit of grace for playing against hard defenses.
I mean, it's one of 32, as they always say. It's one of 32 teams in the league. They're all NFL caliber players. Like, I don't know. You play who you play. And it's, yeah, no, I don't want any of that. I don't even think that they should bring in like a high leverage competition. Like,
not right now.
I mean, at this point, we still got to see how the season ends.
Right.
I don't think you need to bring in a high leverage star. I don't think you need to bring in a Kirk Cousins if that would even go that route.
Right.
Or like a Kyler Murray. Like,
no, hell no.
I don't know. I don't think you need to get the kid competition. I just think you need to give him another season to see if he can do it.
Yeah.
Like, you probably need a more competent backup going into the season than what's his name, who ends up trading to the Eagles, Sam Howell, or even a Carson Wentz. Who knows? Maybe you bring Carson Wentz back.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But I feel like you probably do need, and we were wrong on that, because we were both saying we thought that fans were making too big of a deal with the backup quarterback spot. I do think you're going to need to bring in someone who could step in and start. Like, I don't think Max Brosmer's going to be ready yet. I like the idea of keeping Brosmer around, obviously, but I do think that you just need somebody behind him who can at least step in if he does get hurt or if it just doesn't work out. But I don't think you need to bring in legitimate competition for him in this offseason.
Yeah. As far, like, I'm with you as far as like, let's see how the rest of the season goes. Mm-hmm. We have 3 games left. I mean, I've seen everything he's done in the last 2 games. Just shows you, like, it does show you he has it, or he has a lot of stuff. And I've seen it before too. I wasn't on board until I never jumped off board, but it was just specifically that Packers game that scared me. And it was a confidence thing. It was just, he wasn't even playing.
He was not playing.
He just wasn't playing football.
Nope.
So whether that could have been on Kevin O'Connell too, right?
Oh, for sure.
So I mean,
a lot of it was like, he didn't, and that's one thing you can say. Like, he didn't start. He waited way too long too. And I hate people think simplifying means dumbing it down. Think the case. Like, he just started just letting him play and just worry about football and giving him easier reads. Like, it took him too long to simplify things. I think he really wanted and hoped McCarthy to fit into his offense. Yeah, too little, too late. But at least now, where it's most important, you're out of the playoffs. Like, it's important now to keep everybody's head in the game. But what's going to help with that if your quarterback is playing well? So, yes, a lot of the early season struggles were on O'Connell, trying to, as I said multiple times, square peg, round hole it. But it's better late than never, right?
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing, though. It's like, yeah, it's 2 games. That's the one thing. That's why, when people do say it's against bad defenses, I'm like, hey, I don't think you should. Don't knock a 22-year-old kid who's gotten all this scrutiny to bounce back and play against bad teams. But I'll also say, it doesn't mean I'm convinced that he's going to be the franchise quarterback because he played 2 bad defenses.
Yeah.
And I do want to see him continue to look like that. Especially, I mean, in this game, right? I go out and beat another bad team, string 3 games in a row against bad teams. That would be great. And then you don't have to look the same way against the Packers and the Lions to finish it off, but go out and you weren't the reason why we lost or whatever it is. And that would be enough. Obviously, if he plays like he did these last 2 games and finish the season like that, then it's not even a fucking question. The only reason why you bring anyone in is for a backup. But if he plays really solid, we're getting close to finishing this year where it's not like we need him to have competition. I don't even think you bring in competition. You just bring in a better guy, not just for if he fails, but also just obviously so far hasn't been super lucky with injuries. But luckily, other than the concussion, ever since he came back from that ankle thing, I mean, he's been
durable. He's taking some shots too. And I guess for me, the last thing on that before we kind of move on here is like, and I was thinking about this too throughout the week, like the thing that really kind of sold it for me that, hey, I think he's finally, hopefully at least turning that corner was that first interception, the fluky, like whatever. Again, everything he's been through, that could have completely tanked it, right? But he's laughing coming off the field, realizes it's a fluke, and just bounces back to me. Like that's everything that we've seen the last month of this season, where he's just like came back. I don't know. I really just think that like that for me was like the moment where I'm like, okay, he can bounce back from these mistakes, and it's not going to completely derail him. Thinking like, hey, I had a good game, and nope, now we're going to suck again. Here we go. Yeah. Like it wasn't like that, and that to me was very impressive.
Yeah, and not even just that, but he's done that. Like he did that against Chicago in an extreme way. First game in his NFL career. I've said it like pretty much every show recently. It's like you can't forget that. I get the other quarters weren't great, but he threw a pick 6 to start his career, and then finishes up with 3 touchdowns in the 4th to come back against the team that I think has the best record in the NFC in general right now.
Pretty close to it, if nothing else.
Yeah. Like that's a big deal. Obviously, you need more consistency to be a good quarterback in the NFL than just being able to, step up in those situations. But if he finishes the year the way he's playing right now, and even just these last 2 games, then you look back and be like, he did do that. He did bounce back after throwing a pick 6.
Yeah. And then he goes into the offseason. He doesn't need to worry about getting confident again. He can literally be like, hey, I know what I was doing out there. I was playing good football that in the year. Now you just go and you work on the mechanics.
Right.
Like spend the entire offseason and work on that, just like Josh Allen did after his rookie season. That's what they said. He had like 3 different coaches he went with and just completely reworked his mechanics. That's going to have to happen. But like at this point, just play confident and work on. Then you're not worrying about 2 things in the offseason. It's literally just now I work on the mechanics and I take everything I learned from last season, carry it forward. I don't know. I just think the way that he's finishing the season is literally, as long as it continues throughout the next few weeks, it's the best case scenario for this team.
Right. Oh, dude. Of course. Like
if you don't need to rework the mentals anymore. Like it's not up here with him. It's literally just all mechanical, and that can be fixed.
And that's that's consistency and habits pretty much. And it just needs time. And that's why I wanted to bring up this because Nick says he did have some great throws game. What I really want to see is him to do in the offseason, work on the footwork. I don't know where that came from because this wasn't all over the place like that in Michigan, which I didn't like watch him a ton in Michigan. I watched like the last couple games or whatever because national championship, all that good stuff. So I didn't really notice that. I wasn't really paying attention, but nobody else brought anything mechanically. I never heard anyone say his mechanics sucked. His footwork sucks. The first time I heard anything about his footwork was when he became a Viking and KOC was working on his footwork. That's one thing about something like that if there is, or if this is me just guessing here, but if you change someone's footwork and they get injured and then they come back, like that's the thing. Once you start working on changing someone's mechanics or whatever, like you got to stick to it until you make it to the other side. If you interrupt that, obviously it's going to make things difficult. Like now his footwork could be worse because usually like things get worse before you get better. And now you've created this habit of
I think that's where the argument comes in from the people that say like, well, then we shouldn't have started him this year.
Facts, Bob.
Like they should have kept Daniel Jones or kept Sam Darnold. And like if he wasn't ready, like mechanically, they probably should have given him another year. But I mean, they didn't. Kind of is what it is. Like whether it's right or wrong, or whether you think it's right or wrong, it kind of is what it is. But
at this point, it's not. At this point, it doesn't feel. If he continues playing like this, it doesn't feel wrong. Well, if he finishes the season like this,
tonight for me could be a real defining point, right? Because you have Daniel Jones started off hot, struggled, injured. Now you have Sam Darnold. You play in the Rams again. In a very important game. You win this game, you control your destiny for the 1 seed. How will he play tonight? If he comes out at home and looks like he did the last 3 times he's played the Rams.
Right.
Then I'm sitting here like, good. We let Sam Darnold walk. Like, this should tell Vikings fans and other people outside who are like, you guys should have kept Sam Darnold. Like, okay, I get it. In high leverage spots, he struggles. So
yeah.
Like,
well, that's what
for me could be the answer for like they 100% made the right move.
Well, even like that's what I mentioned in that Seattle game. That Seattle game, we lost. What was the score? 28-0 or something.
26-0, I think.
26-0. The first time we didn't score, got shut out since like 2009 or 2009.
Yeah,
probably.
And he was not
2008. Yeah. But that we got shut out. We got destroyed. This worst game of the season. And not one person came out and talked about how we should, like, all of that happened, and not one person came out and talked about how the Vikings should have kept Sam Darnold after that.
Yeah.
Because he played like trash against his whole team. Right. So it's how if you looked at that score and you didn't watch the game, you would have been like, oh, the Vikings should have kept Sam Darnold. That's why. But nobody said that. And that's because they're like, I don't know. If you're me, I'm like, when you play your old, you need to be the quarterback that plays his own team and fucks them up, especially that team fucked us up besides Sam Darnold.
Yeah. I had to watch.
Darnold literally didn't.
I had to watch an Ethan Kaliak-Manis for Rutgers go ham on the go ham. That's an old phrase. Just completely kick the Gophers defense ass twice the last 2 years. Like, that's frustrating, but that's it. When you have that vendetta against a team that lets you go, you're pissed and you play better.
Should be. You should, like, the best quarterbacks do. Like the quarterbacks that the Tom Brady, you think Tom Brady Tom Brady did play the Patriots. Go ham. What's going on, Big Braylon? But yeah,
the back when I was freaking high school. That was
because Tom Brady, he went back and beat the Patriots. I'm pretty sure. It shouldn't. I mean, the Patriots weren't as good. No. But I remember that he went back and played against them in Boston.
I like that. Next year, make the playoffs, win our last game. I love it.
Hey, Big Raylan, again, everybody in here. We are giving away a JJ McCarthy rookie card this show again. Just we're bringing it back a little bit. Get the hashtag SKOLs in the comments, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, that'll be the interesting thing that tonight to see how well he does. I have him over on an interception, so there's that.
You think he's gonna throw 2?
No, just one. It's over half an interception.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Which I feel like is a steal, but we'll see what happens. I'm scared because I have Puka, who isn't. I'm hoping what's going on, Knowledge? I'm hoping that hey, let's go. I'm hoping that Puka, like, are they gonna be afraid? Like, anyone that's seen the Puka news, like, they better not be like afraid of him scoring a touchdown this game because I need him bad.
Not gonna do it.
Yeah, I saw that. But no, I need Puka, and I'm scared because I got Puka and Stafford had 130 yards last time he played Seattle. So I need something. I
got Colby Parkinson going tonight.
Ooh, that's a good pickup.
It is.
That's good. That's a good plug and play.
Yeah, it was him or Darren Waller. And after the Quinn Ewers news, I'm just like,
yeah, but So the thing I love about Parkinson this week is, one, if there's one Achilles heels to Seattle, it's against tight ends.
Yeah.
Obviously
we were pass catcher this week with no Devontae Adams.
Exactly. Anyways, though, back to this. Yeah, Sam Darnold, whatever. I don't know. I still like Sam Darnold, still hope he succeeds or whatever. But at the same time, like Casey's talked about before, you still are like, I want the whole like Sam Darnold. We should have kept Sam Darnold. Like the Daniel Jones thing hasn't been talked about forever now, right?
Can you even bench Kittle? I think you got, like, I know Parkinson's got a great matchup. I don't think you can ever bench Kittle.
Well, and he has who is San Fran against again?
They play Sunday night, I think, don't they? Or Monday night?
One of those.
Who do they play? I thought they had a decent matchup.
Are they against? No, they're against. Yeah, they're against a decent matchup because I know McCarthy has a tough matchup.
No.
I don't know either. That's a tough one though. Like the thing is Parkinson's is. It's a good. I think Parkinson's is in a really good scenario.
Parkinson's is a bad disease. Parkinson is a tight end.
Parkinson. All right. Anyways, yeah.
Have you seen those targets? 25 targets last 2 weeks.
Dang.
How do you? I get it. Tough defense, but God, it's tough not to play.
My tough question is Stafford versus.
Okay. Kittle against the Colts.
Oh yeah.
God,
I don't know how they are against tight ends.
I don't think you can bench George Kittle. I just don't think you can. He's so good.
but I don't know how has he been good lately against Old Man Rivers?
Tell us, Big Raylan. I mean, I'll start looking it up, but tell us, Big Raylan, has he been good these last few weeks? George Kittle?
Because that's the thing with him. He used to be that kind of guy who would just like for some reason get like 10 yards one week.
Let's see. Wow. 8 catches, 88 yards, touchdown last week, 4 catches, 67 the week before, 6 for 78 the week before that.
It's
hard
2
touchdowns the week before that. Yeah.
That's it's tough to not. It's
George Kittle is so good, man. Vikings need to get rid of Hopkins and just draft whatever other Iowa tight end comes into the draft this year.
Yep.
They're always good.
Yep, I know. We do need to do that.
Rivers is beyond trash.
Which sucks because I also have to force Michael Pittman Jr. and Tyler Warren. I have both of them that I feel like I need to start, but man, I'm getting screwed over here. And then like same thing with Stafford versus Seattle, which is Stafford's hard to bench right now because he's doing really well, but again, Seattle's been really good against him, their defense, whatever. And then Minshew, who's against the Titans and still has some, I don't know. I gotta go.
My biggest question this week, because pretty much I have one team left in the playoffs. My entire roster is finalized. My biggest question: Bo Nix or Jonathan James McCarthy?
Jonathan James McCarthy.
I have McCarthy in there as of right now
against the Giants defense.
I know, but I mean, everyone's saying that Bo Nix could have a huge week this week. But I think
who's he against?
He is against Arizona. No.
The thing about that, obviously, you know, the thing about JJ McCarthy versus Bo Nix. The thing about JJ McCarthy versus the Giants,
Jacksonville. So the thing is, he's got to throw a lot against Jacksonville.
Yeah. Nah. JJ McCarthy. I will put money on right now that JJ McCarthy outperforms Bo Nix this week in fantasy football. JJ McCarthy.
I ain't never picking Bo Nix.
McCarthy. All right. I mean, we'll get into it eventually, anyways. But the Giants, what is it? They allow the fifth most passing yards in the NFL, at least, maybe even more than that. But the big one is they allow the most rushing yards on the ground to quarterbacks in the NFL. Like Giants are a dual threat quarterback dream. JJ McCarthy is a dual threat quarterback. You got to go with JJ McCarthy. Even though Bo Nix actually lives like right down the road from me. He lives right down a road in a gated community. But he does live down the road from me.
Goodness.
Anyway,
we've spent a lot of time talking about other things. We should probably get back into
back to JJ McCarthy. Either way, again,
I'm rolling with it. I guess
roll with it. Yeah, roll with him.
Roll JJ.
And that's, I mean, JJ McCarthy versus Jackson Dart. That's a big one in this.
Also, I have to play Addison because I have no other receivers that are worth a damn. So it's almost like if I'm going to play Addison, I might as well play JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, agreed.
So
agreed. Yeah. Anyways, let's keep on rolling here. Obviously, we're gonna probably bring up JJ McCarthy again. Hopefully, he continues to play well. It's a really good matchup for him against the Giants. If people are thinking about putting him in their fantasy lineups, I would, depending on who else you have. Injuries though, Casey.
Yeah. So Christian Darrisaw's the big one. 2 straight days at DNP. Doesn't look good. I mean, I agree with what Nick said earlier at this point. Like, just put him down for the rest of the season. I mean, it's rough. Obviously, it kind of sucks. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I mean, I'm curious if it was more than just the ACL, but I don't know. The whole season's been kind of odd with him in that knee. So I think just sit him the rest of the year. Hargrave, 2 straight days did DNP. Kind of whatever. I see him being off the team after this year anyway. And then you got Ryan Kelly limited, Austin Keys limited. I forgot we even had Austin Keys on this team still. Wild. Jalen Naylor, Brian O'Neill, both limited. Gavin Bartholomew, big one. Practice window has been opened for tight end. Gavin Bartholomew.
What if he just ends up being a fucking monster?
That's what I was going to say. What if he comes back and he's just like
a beast this whole time?
But
just a random gem.
Yeah, I would kind of like to see him play though, just to kind of see what they drafted him for a reason. So I'd kind of like to see if he's got anything. Yeah. But that's it for us. So really the biggest one is Christian Darrisaw. You feel like he's
what's Javon Hargrave's thing?
A thigh injury.
Oh crap! So he's
Hargrave to me. I'm just kind of whatever.
Still nice having him out there. I feel like.
Bo Collins, 2 straight days DNP with a concussion. He's probably going to be out.
Evan Neal.
That's quite the name. Demetrius Flanagan fouls. I love it. Illness, 2 straight days, illness,
A
whatever.
boy, Tyler Nubin.
Evan Neal, Tyler Nubin. Oh, not injury related. Former Gopher. Gotta love that. DNP, he'll probably play. Raheem Nunez Roches, one of their linemen. 2 straight days DNP as well as Kevin Thibodeau.
Their punter seems kind of like he's probably really fucking good.
Who's that?
Their punter.
Because his name is Jamie G.
I mean, I don't make the rules or nothing.
Rico Payton, Drew Phillips, all limited, and then the rest of their guys here. Dexter Lawrence, of course, looks like he's going to play. Gunnar Oslowski, concussion, 2 straight days, he'll be good to go. So really nothing major on the Vikings side of things outside of Christian Darrisaw, which is a big one, but we'll see.
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, they got a lot that might not play, but no like huge names. Obviously, we'll get into the offensive line as well. Which guy is Peter Woods? Is he D lineman or no?
Peter Woods. That's a great name.
Yep. Peter Woods.
2 names that can be used for something else.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, it's a Clemson. How do you feel about that? The Gators defensive lineman guy, the guy from Florida. I know he's like 330 or something like that, like weighs like 330. So he's like a legit nose tackle that we are missing. But even though I think Peter Woods, he's like 310, something like that, I believe.
And we held up pretty good. And maybe that's the exact reason why they're not just completely wiping him out yet. Because like, God, even at like 70%, Christian Darrisaw is much better than Justin School.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. We'll see. But
Caleb, you got a day 2 grade on him. Okay. Because right now I'm kind of thinking like the way things are going, it was kind of like obviously the best case scenario is somehow you get Jeremiah Love or Caleb Downs. Going to be tough if we keep winning like this. But then there's I know I need to probably like know these names before I start talking about this draft stuff. But the Texas or Tennessee cornerback who's coming off in an ACL this year is Caleb Banks. Oh, you do like Caleb Banks? Yeah, that kid from Texas or Tennessee. What is his name? Quarterback. I forget. There's him, and then there's the kid from LSU. Is it Delaney or whatever?
I haven't paid attention to nearly enough college stuff yet this year.
I've been starting it a little bit.
Like I've been watching the games and stuff, but that's about it.
Yeah. Well, I just know around our pick. Oh, what the heck? Dang it, I'm not gonna find. Oh, Jermon McCoy from Tennessee, and then what's the kid from LSU? I forget. Delaney, something like that. You guys put it in there. Delaney. Yeah, I was right. Okay. I love both McCoy. Yeah. So that's kind of what it is. And I know this is Casey wants these cornerbacks. So we're at 12. If you miss out on Caleb Downs or Jeremiah Love at this point, then you do have a legit option to go get McCoy or Delaney. And then if you miss out on them, if we drop even further, there's a chance that those guys could be gone. And then it feels like right now that that Peter Woods would be like, now you go defensive line, because there is going to be right now anyways. I don't know how things are going to roll out through the offseason, but kind of that gap between cornerbacks.
I would get a guy.
Delaney would be better than anyone we have right now. Yeah. Delaney. Yeah. So I did get it. I got it. I got the name right. I usually get names wrong. I got it right. Look at me go. Yeah. So like we're still in a good spot. Like even if we win out, I feel like we'll still be in a solid spot for even Delaney at that point. So we'll see. McCoy or Delaney. Yeah, that's the only thing is the ACL thing, obviously. But we've seen guys come back from it before. And it sounds like he should be ready to go by like this offseason and go through. I don't know if he'll go through the combine or whatever, but it sounds like he's on the edge of playing soon.
Yeah. So but anyway, before we get to the draft, we still have football games to play.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that.
We have keys to victory if the Vikings want to find a way to get another W on the road
against the Giants,
which will be, as I said, will be a fun game. But yeah, let's jump right
Also,
in.
again, before we jump into that, again, we are going to give away JJ McCarthy, your rookie card in this show.
Whether
So
you
get the
want it or not.
hashtag SKOLs in the comments. Hashtag SKOLs in the comments. Like the video, subscribe. I've been holding on to these until JJ McCarthy started doing good again, and we are in that time frame. So, yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, I guess getting into our first key to victory for this game. Find our screen here, and that is O-line versus the Giants pass rush. As we talk, I mean, Giants defense. Hey, this is it for him, right? JJ McCarthy's coming around. I think this is the year for Kwesi that he finally figures out how to draft. I'm calling it right now. I hope.
Get those hashtag SKOLs in.
But I mean, obviously, you look at this Giants pass rush. I mean, that defensive front is absolutely nasty. I mean, Kayvon Thibodeau's probably not going to play. But, I mean, there's still, I mean, Dexter Lawrence is there. I mean, that'll be an interesting matchup to watch with him and Ryan Kelly. You have Abdul Carter, who's kind of been in and out of the lineup this year. Has had some off-the-field concerns that have kind of pushed him down the depth chart and taken away some snaps, but we still know the talent that he has. Bobby Okereke at linebacker, he's still there as well. Brian Burns, of course, second in the league in sacks with 13. So this defensive front, especially if Christian Darrisaw doesn't play, it's going to be a tough one. But, again, it's a good opportunity for JJ McCarthy to maybe feel some pressure and have to thrive under that pressure. So we'll see what he does. But that's going to be the number one thing if you're Kevin O'Connell wanting to keep your quarterback and this offense moving and the run game going well as well, is make sure that you slow down those pass rushers as much as you can.
Yeah, and that's I mean, obviously those are some absolutely studs over there. I'm not surprised, or I am surprised they haven't been, I guess, better. They're kind of middle of the pack in sacks this year. And especially, I mean, like you mentioned, Abdul Carter, obviously, I don't know. It sounds like there's some like some weird maturity stuff going on over there.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, the talent is there to like really take over a game if they really wanted to. It hasn't really been quite like that, I don't think, over there for the Giants, but it's something we have to worry, because I mentioned, like, yeah, you're against another defense that's not very good in general, especially against the pass and the run. But in comparison to the Cowboys it's like every single week, the pass rush is getting harder. Between Washington, not much of a pass rush. Cowboys, actually, pass rush has been pretty good, in the offensive line stepped up big time last week. And then a Giants defense, where the defense in general is pretty much just as bad, but the pass rush steps up here. And yeah, like you said, all those stars' names in this one, and it's going to be obviously a bigger challenge. And you know, JJ McCarthy played a lot better last week with when he wasn't pressured and things like that. So keeping him upright, keeping him comfortable, that's going to be a big one. Dexter Lawrence, I mean, we've seen him in person just kind of destroy us by himself. Luckily, this time around, we do have more talent there. I don't think it's going to be the same thing when you're facing our guy here in Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, and then of course our guy here, Donovan Jackson. So should be we should have a better shot at against.
Which you want to talk about Kwesi and drafting? I mean, Donovan Jackson is quietly having a really darn good season. I mean, you don't talk about it a lot because it's an offensive lineman, but he's playing pretty damn well this year. So that looks like a major hit, especially at a position where you need it to keep your young quarterback upright. I guess moving on to number 4, stop the run. It's kind of been a main concern for the Vikings this year. I mean, passing wise, we're doing fine. I mean, I don't think we've allowed a passing touchdown in either 4 or 5 straight games now. But this is a team that is going to run the football. I mean, Jackson Dart runs a lot, as we know, with all of his concussions. I believe they run a ton of just design, like a design quarterback runs with him as well.
Right.
So keeping him in the pocket. And then, of course, Tyrone Tracy had a big week last week. And then Devin Singletary's had some big weeks as well. So, you know, they're going to try to run the football, especially since his defense has shown to be a little bit leaky when it comes to run defense. So Flores gonna have to have a good plan, and there's gonna be multiple things to worry about. But as I've said in weeks before, yes, Jackson Dart's a good runner, but we've faced better quarterbacks with better athletic running ability than Jackson Dart. So I do expect Flores to have a good plan for him.
Yeah, and we've done well. We've done well against those type of guys. And just to add to him is, last week 9 rushes, 63 yards on the ground. So this is one that obviously, you know, not just the running game, which the guys like Tyrone Tracy and Singletary are the type of guys that have been playing well against us. Though in this one, it is kind of like that's what the Vikings got in this one against an offense that isn't really great and don't have much weapons in the passing game, this is kind of one where you can kind of go all in if you want to and stop in the run like we did against the Eagles, and then they were able to open things up with their wide receivers. Like they won't have that option if we go into this game making sure we stop the run. Because then you're making Jackson Dart beat you with his arms with some, mid-tier wide receivers.
Absolutely. And then I guess moving on to the next thing, going run game to run game, run the damn ball, Kevin. I mean, he's been better about it the last few weeks. He's been sticking to it, which has really helped this team. And you have a great rushing matchup this week. The Giants allow the second most rushing yards per game, so it could be a huge week for both Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason, as well as the most rush yards allowed to quarterback. So if they do want to do some design runs with McCarthy, or if he wants to scramble a little bit, there's going to be room for him to do that against the Giants defense that is going to be aggressive as pass rushing specialist out there. But as long as you can hold back Dexter Lawrence, there should be some room to run the football.
Yeah. Yep. And then, I mean, it's just like the opposite of what the Giants thing is what did I don't know if did you bring up the stats?
Yes.
So yeah, did you bring up the quarterback stat too?
Yes.
I already did earlier. Like
you just not listen to me talk?
No, I was trying to look at something.
Okay, gotcha. I see.
All right,
okay.
sorry.
Okay.
I was trying to look at some more information because this one thing came out. But yeah, I mean, just like Casey already mentioned, bad rush defense all around. JJ McCarthy is going to have an opportunity to use his legs, get it going. I wouldn't mind seeing some design runs. Have we seen much of that? Not recently.
I don't think so. No,
not much. Like it's
probably just trying to keep him from getting hurt again.
Yeah, that's fair too. Yeah, number one, keep him healthy. That'd be great. But yeah, obviously keep that balance going. I mean, this could be a week where we have another really big offensive performance, which would be huge moving forward here. Another thing, though, even bigger is number 2, connect with Jefferson and other wide receivers. You talk about the run game. This defense sucks against the run, and it also sucks just like the Washington Commanders and the Cowboys against the pass. They allow the 5th most passing yards to wide receivers specifically and the 7th most touchdowns. So obviously use all your receivers in this one. Naylor is going to get the ball for sure. Addison's going to get some, but the big one here is connect with our guy, Justin Jefferson. I feel like it's right around the corner. I feel like this is going to be the game we've been waiting for between Justin Jefferson and JJ McCarthy. And yeah, I mean, not just from that standpoint of winning this game, but also like we need to do whatever we can to get Justin Jefferson his 1,000 yards. We need to. We cannot leave this year without Justin Jefferson getting 1,000 yards. So it'd be a huge step forward since we need 53, 54 yards a game, which he has a combined of like 40 in the last 3 games.
Let's just get him like 99% of those yards Sunday. Right?
Yeah, exactly. If not the whole thing, and not spoiler alert, if not the whole thing. But yeah, obviously this is the one that we can say every single week at this point, but we have to, because I like we should go out and win this game pretty handily. But there's the last little thing on the thing to check off that we haven't seen the last 2 weeks, even though everything else was pretty damn good, is just the connection between JJ McCarthy and Justin Jefferson.
Absolutely. And if that connection does come around, JJ McCarthy is going to win the Aura battle with Jackson Dart. Take it back, become the best young blonde quarterback in the NFL. And again, it's a great opportunity to do so against a defense that's not so good. If you can hold back that pass rush, McCarthy again just slinging it, looking confident. If he can just again come out and just keep playing that way against his defense, I think he could have his best game of the season yet. Especially again, and it's going to be tough for Jackson Dart. I mean, yes, he's had some good moments, but this defense, as I said, has not allowed a passing touchdown. Is it 5 games now or is it 4? I think it was 4 last week, so I think it's 5 now.
Who was the last touchdown allowed to?
Yeah, but because I know they haven't allowed a passing touchdown in at least 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, Dart's
going to have a tough one because that pass rush has finally been clicking. I mean, we'll see what it's like without Grenard out there. It is 5 games now.
5 games. Crazy.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. But yeah, 5 games without allowing a pass touchdown. Jackson Dart, his receivers are pretty limited. I mean, he's got Wan'Dale Robinson, he's got Theo Johnson, who's going to be his main 2 guys, and then probably Tyrone Tracy out of the backfield. But I don't know, man. I just think Flores has been in his bag. This defense has been playing fantastic the last month of the season. I think Flores gonna have a good plan, and Kevin O'Connell, if he can just stick to this kind of new way of calling offense around JJ McCarthy. I hate to say it because I know I've been pretty down on some of this stuff with his team this year. This could be a big win. This could, and I'm talking score wise. Like I know we just had one a couple weeks ago, but this could be a big win on the road.
Which we are going to get into predictions pretty quick here. But
what are your thoughts on the aura battle between?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of brought it up earlier in the show where it's just like JJ McCarthy, all the hype, everything coming in, his downfall pretty much earlier in the season. And then right at the same time as Jackson Dart, who's younger than him, kind of pops up and is flourishing and pretty much jacked his aura. He became like what JJ McCarthy, what everyone wanted JJ McCarthy to be earlier on. Jackson Dart kind of came in and became that. And then, Jackson Dart has the whole, I mean, just even going back to this, the whole freaking Anakin Skywalker thing or whatever going on here.
Like the big chain when he's out playing.
Big chain. I mean, even though I should have his face paint, even though JJ McCarthy is the guy with the face paints, like he's just jacking his shit, dude. He's like that. What is it? The Soldier Boy meme or whatever, where he's like, he's took my whole flow.
Yeah. What's going on, Darren? 71 yards.
Hey,
Will
I like
outside.
It.
I don't know. I don't know about that one, but we'll see.
But yeah, so this is one. Obviously, it's going to be a lot easier for JJ McCarthy compared to Jackson Dart. But I've watched like parts of Jackson Dart's game. When the Scatterboo thing was going on, because some of that was prime time. But I haven't like really paid close attention to him. So this will be interesting to see just how he looks. And it's just going to be one of those games where you're going to, I think even low key, like we're talking about it out loud, but I don't know if everybody is talking about it in the same way we are, as far as like, you got the two youngest quarterbacks in the league, the whole aura thing happened that I don't think like is like a low key kind of thing that went down, I think. So I do think going into this game, like I think people are just going to be kind of comparing these two a lot in this game. So it's going to be interesting because it'll be like straight up who looked better, is JJ McCarthy or Jackson Dart. Like if JJ McCarthy struggles and Jackson Dart looks really good against our defense, it's going to be kind of fucking annoying to me. For sure going to be annoying to me.
Yeah, but we'll see about that. Anyway, into some predictions. What do we got? What do we got from you on the offensive side of the ball? Well, actually, I'll start on the offensive side of the ball. Sure. I think, as I said, I think this could be a big win for this Vikings team. I think we could have a really good offensive day. I think this is going to be JJ McCarthy's best game of his career. Woo! I think he's going over 300 yards.
Okay.
No turnovers, 3 touchdowns.
Okay. Whoa, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers, 300 plus yards.
I think he's gonna take foot, put it on throat.
He ain't taking throat, dog. I don't know what the fuck that means. But my guy ain't taking no throat.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play well. We'll just leave it there. I've already said too much.
Yeah, dude. And hey, this is a defense to do it again. Even just adding to that. Know what? Let's give them 30 on the ground. $30 on the ground as well, against a bad defense, against the run game. Just an overall great game. So you're taking overs on Jay's Stewart. Yeah, I think you should.
He's my quarterback in fantasy this week. I have to.
Yeah, I mean you should. It's kind of hard. Like if he's able to do it against Dallas, who also isn't great, I feel like he can beat 200.
But it is. I mean, Dalton made a good point earlier. It is outdoors.
Yeah,
it does make it a little tougher.
True.
But
I mean, is it windy and cold? I mean, it's
I don't live in New York.
It's New York in December, so it definitely could be. But I'm not worried about it if it's outdoors, unless it's like extremely windy. Like I think tonight's supposed to be, and I'm scared for my fantasy team. But anyways, but it don't even matter because fuck the outdoors, fuck the wind. JJ McCarthy, 300 yards, and somebody's got to get those yards. This is the third week in the row that I said this against the Commanders. Bad pass defense. It seemed like a no-brainer. Justin Jefferson over 100 yards and a touchdown back then. Last week, obviously, we all know how that ended. Didn't happen. Last week, things looked like it had potential to be better. Missed throws, dropped passes, all that stuff. I asked for Justin Jefferson 125 yards and a touchdown. I'm going to even beat that this week. I'm going to go 150 between Justin Jefferson and JJ McCarthy and a touchdown in this one to get half of JJ McCarthy's passing yards in this game. I just feel like we're right there from letting it loose. So yeah, I got I mean, outdoors, indoors, I don't care. Justin Jefferson, JJ McCarthy connection. That's happening this week.
All
That's
right,
happening.
love to hear it. What defensive side of the ball? I think again, Flores gonna have a good plan. I'm gonna call 5 sacks on Jackson Dart this week, at least.
Ooh, 5 sacks at least. That's fair. I wonder how many times. Did we look into how many times he's been sacked? I think we did, didn't
I
we?
thought we did. I mean,
God, you'd think someone like him would get sacked quite a bit. But we're gonna bring that pressure. Obviously, no Jonathan Grenard. That would also mean that Dallas Turner turns the fuck up and gets after Dart as well. He has the speed. He has all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be a good game to watch. Dallas Turner hopefully start getting his sacks back again. For me, it's JJ McCarthy versus JJ McCarthy versus Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart has only 4 interceptions on the year. Obviously, I think JJ McCarthy has 11, but I do think they go this game and JJ McCarthy wins the turnover battle as well in this one. And like you said, he had zero turnovers. So JJ McCarthy, no turnovers. And I'm going to give Jackson Dart, I'm going to give him 2 interceptions.
Oh, 2
interceptions. He only has 4 in the season. I'm giving him 2 interceptions, and then we're going to get a fumble or something random somewhere else in this game.
All right. Score predictions. 34-10 Vikings domination.
Damn.
Nothing else to say.
Hey, that's like the first time you've been able to even say that.
I know, and it's probably going to come back and bite me in the ass. They might lose. I have no idea, but I just feel I'm feeling pretty damn good about it. I'm feeling good about it. This team has got me not really believing again, but it's got me in a better mood about them. And at least it's exciting to watch. It's exciting to know, like, hey, our quarterback's starting to come around. Can he keep stacking these in different types of environments? And we'll see. Yeah,
look how bad this could be if JJ McCarthy was still sucking. And we just had to go through these rest of the games between JJ McCarthy and Max Brosmer or something like that.
I do feel like there are some people who aren't joining us tonight because he's not playing bad. I'm sorry to those people if you watch this afterwards. I feel like there's just some people that don't want to hop in here because they know we're going to be saying some good things. They just don't want to hear it. I think there's some people like that.
Well, y'all missed out because we are getting back into the JJ McCarthy rookie card giveaways. So get the hashtag SKOL in the comments, like the video, and subscribe. All that good stuff. Have to be here to win. This should be easy. We're going to do the duck race. We're doing the whole thing. But you do have to be here to win. And I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of good chances. So get those hashtag SKOLs in the comments. My score prediction, obviously 34-10. Love it. I'm going to come down a little bit. I'm going to go 28-10. I do think this is a game that the Vikings, obviously they should dominate. I want them to dominate. They should dominate. And most importantly, a game that we see JJ McCarthy continue the progress that we all have been waiting for and asking for. It might actually happen here.
For sure. But I guess anything else as it pertains to this game before we move on to the giveaway?
The giveaway? Man, it's not really. It's a bad team. Vikings should win. I never thought the Vikings were a bad team. I thought a lot of injuries happened. The defense has shown that they deserve their contending defense. The offense obviously has been really big struggle, but the last 2 weeks have shown that they can, at the very least, compete. I mean, like regardless of what you see in the Cowboys were one of the hottest teams in the NFL going into that game at that time. And we went out there and beat them. We beat the Lions, all that good stuff. So this is a game we should just beat. We're pretty buns, Jamie. Nah. I don't think so. I think we'll see what happens for the rest of this season, but it's been a quarterback consistency problem, injury problem. Come on, this defense has probably had a couple of the best defensive performances of the entire year of any team. So they got it. Obviously, it's just been a weird season. The offensive talent, come on, it's good enough. You can't tell me the offensive talent is not good enough to be a top offense in this league. It's the quarterback thing. If your quarterback can be consistent, I think we're a good fucking team. And against a bad Giants team, I think we're going to continue showing that we are the best. We are that good of a team. Stopping problem. I'll say that the run stopping is big, but we allow the least. Out of every single defense in the NFL, I believe we allow the least passing yards, don't we? Let's see. I can look right now. Oh, well,
Gotta be something close to that.
fifth least. We allow the, what was it? Was it the least receptions? I forget. Third least receptions. Okay, we were at the bottom, so I guess we did get beat a little bit here. But still, top 5 in receiving yards. Obviously, 5 weeks in a row without a single wide receiver touchdown. I mean, your run defense can be pretty bad, and if you're have 5 weeks without a wide receiver touchdown, that's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal, I think. Penalties as well. Fair enough, but it doesn't mean you take care of penalties. It would be better team. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we're a bad team. I don't. I really don't. And even that's because everyone just runs on us, whatever. What do you talk? I mean, we just held Washington to 0 points a week after they scored 24 points on arguably the best defensive team that they should have beat in Denver. Come on. This team has potential to be one of the best defenses in the NFL. The run defense is fair. I don't know how we can't figure that out. That would be the Achilles heels.
The cornerbacks are a little weak.
They're weak in talent, but we're allowing some of the least. It's not only because everybody just rushes on us.
Right, yeah.
You allow the 5 no touchdowns in 5 weeks. It's Brian. I mean, it's Brian Flores probably.
Yeah. Which it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. And even if he doesn't get a head coaching job, does he move on? Does he come back? Not sure. We'll see. But that'll be interesting.
He better come back, hopefully. Please fire this damn special teams coach for the love of God. Yeah, we'll see what all happens. I don't at this point, obviously,
no matter what, you missed the playoffs. It was a disappointing season overall. Yeah. Someone does have to lose a job. And it'll be interesting to see who that someone is. So
offensive line coach.
Probably should. But
probably the special teams is a tough. It's not really that tough, but it kind of, I mean, say what you want about, and I brought this up before and everybody disagreed
I don't give him any credit for kickers.
Why?
I don't give him any credit.
Or kick return, punt return?
No.
Why?
No.
So it's like every other coach gets so much credit for every player on their team, but the special teams coach don't get any credit for their kicker or their punt returner, kick returner.
What were we doing last year? We didn't have, I think punt returning is just talent. Like, what did we do last year?
But you got to set up. I mean, I'm assuming you're setting up blocks. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know. It's like you have Will Reichard, who's having one of the most confident seasons.
Will Reichard is the #1 point scorer in college football history.
Still,
he's been good.
I don't know.
I get the more credit for Will Reichard than I do our special teams coach.
I get the penalties thing and all that kind of stuff, which is fair. I feel like that's
Ryan Wright was
horrendous.
Garbage last year, better this year. I just think he figured it out.
I think it's horrendous, but I feel like it's hard pressed for me to be like, okay, the special teams coach just gets zero credit for how the kicking game's going as well as the return game's going.
Yeah.
Then what the fuck is there even a special teams coach? That's literally your only job. Literally your only job is
your only job is to make sure your kicker kicks well and your punt
and your return games, other than punt coverage.
Maybe blocking, maybe blocking on those returns is bad. Maybe it's a bad scheme for blocking. I mean,
or the scheme is the block, or it's part of the reason why your punt returner is having one of the better years.
I think just the way that special teams has kind of been just
you're saying there's a zero chance. There's a zero chance that the special teams coach has absolutely nothing to do with the kicker success.
He might, but I mean, our special teams has been up and down since he's been here, and a lot more downs than ups.
What is it? I think which I'm not totally against you, but I'm assuming, I don't know yet, but for most of the season, we were ranked had the highest special teams grade in the NFL. So it's like, regardless of how you feel about that,
and our returner who's talented, not this like.
But the special teams gets zero credit. You get zero for it.
No, just a little bit, but not enough to keep his job. No,
I'm not saying that's not true. I don't know. I feel like it's a little.
It's not enough for him to save his job. Like, hey, good, our kicker kicks well. Guess what? He kicked well in college.
Yeah, but it's been more than that. And I agree with the penalties and then the terrible timing, fumbles, and as well as allowing the returns at terrible times. I get all that kind of stuff. And I don't even completely disagree that like someone else can come in and do a better job, but I do disagree that fucking means absolutely nothing. Like, it's just like, unless special teams coach is one of those jobs that are just basically fucking nothing.
I'm not saying nothing, but it's not enough to keep his job. I mean, this team has another win if it's not for him keeping his special teamers disciplined.
Yeah, I don't to completely disagree. I
All
don't
right, that's
disagree
exactly
with
it.
that
That's what I'm saying.
completely.
Like he hasn't done enough to keep his job for me.
I just disagree, or I don't even know. I disagree that it's just what. Let's see. Let me look over. Yeah, we still lead. We still have the highest special teams grade in the NFL.
But what does that mean? What does that come down to? The kick, like
It probably returning, probably blocking.
Great. Well, our returning was ass last year, and it has been for years.
But it's better this year,
right? Because we got a good returner that can do it.
But is it that simple? You think it's
100%? It's not simple.
So it's not like there's I don't know enough about special teams, but there's not putting people in the right places, picking the right players to block, also deciding to ultimately going with that guy as your punt returner, kick returner, making sure that Will Reichard's in the right headspace especially after how last year ended.
Well, a lot of times I don't even think they talk to kickers. They let kickers just do their own thing.
No, come on, he talks to Will Reichard. This is number one job is your kicker in the special teams.
Number one, no, you're wrong. Number one,
you don't think the
kicker is not your number one job? No chance.
As a special teams guy,
no.
I mean, as far as like the one guy you should be talking to the most, you don't think it should be? If there's one player on your special teams that you probably talk with the most,
never been around kickers, man. You don't talk to kickers. If they're on it, you don't talk to them. If they're off it, you don't.
Have you been around these
them alone? You leave them alone. 100%.
You don't think he's just like after how last year ended? Be like, hey, dude,
do you ever see kickers on the sidelines warming up for kicks? Is anybody around them? No. You never talk to a kicker. When they're playing bad, you still don't talk to them.
I definitely.
It doesn't help.
No, that ain't true.
It is.
I know that. True. Of course he talks to his kicker.
No,
that'd be crazy. You're a special teams coach. I'm like, no, I'm just not even going to talk to him once.
No,
I mean, you know that Mike Zimmer did.
Maybe just, hey, Will, how's it going today? Good. Like, it's not like when he's struggling, you don't go like, hey, here's what you did wrong during the game. Afterwards, you maybe be like, hey,
that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm talking about like behind closed doors.
It's a lot more of like it's the operation. It's the kicker, it's the long snapper, holder, and the kicker themselves. Like, I don't think the coach is out there like, hey, if you do this with your leg, it's going to be better. I think he's like, I know what to do.
I don't know. You're basically just saying the special teams coach. Why would we even need to fire the special teams coach if he literally has no impact?
Because he lost us a football game.
So he only gets the bad. He only gets credit for what happens that's bad, but gets zero credit for anything that happens that's good.
Special teams is the whole operation, man. It's not just the kicker. You're putting way too much weight into
kicker, punt return, kicker, punting, blocking. The number one graded special teams in the NFL this year. That has a lot to do with just your kicker, your punt returner, your kicker.
Yeah. Our kicker was good last year too. Will Reichard's been amazing since college.
I don't know. I just say I think he deserves. I don't think he should get zero credit for us having the highest graded special teams in the NFL. I think he deserves. I also think he deserves to. I also do think he deserves to take blame for. I do think he deserves to take blame for the fumbling or even the Bears game thing. Okay, sure. I believe that. Or the penalties. Sure. He deserves blame for that. He's not the player out there causing penalties. He's not that player. It's a person out there who's
so he gets blame for penalties when other people get blamed.
I'm just making a point, and I am putting blame on him, but I'm making a point that you're putting all blame only for things doing bad, but everything going good on special teams, he doesn't have a part of at all. How does that? It just don't make sense to me.
Well, no, I'm literally talking like kickers, because look, the kickers kick. They've been doing it since they were kids. It's not like he's going to take and be like, hey, I think you need to do this with your leg or this with your swing or this with that. Like, I don't think that's the point. But then returners, again, we've had the same scheme for 3 years, and our returners haven't done shit the last 3. We finally get someone that is competent enough and speedy enough and twitchy enough to get through those gaps. And that's the difference.
I do think it's more than that. I feel like, and I'm not even disagreeing. I'm just not disagreeing with the fact that whether he should be gone or not, but I do disagree that he's to blame for everything negative to go on, but gets zero credit for everything positive.
Because everything positive isn't him. Everything positive is the players out there doing it.
But everything negative's here. Outside, so the penalties are automatic. But that's a player out. Like, yeah, you schemed up whatever happened against the Bears. Outside of that, it's just been a penalty problem. He didn't fumble the balls that Miles Price decided to fumble. He didn't go out there and cause the penalties himself.
Sure.
But I do, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, it's your job to make sure those ducks are in a row. But also, it's also your job to make sure the ducks are in the row when things are good, when you do have a punt returner and a kick returner and all those stuff, and making sure your punt returner knows to get out of the way when the ball bounces. Yeah, I think that starts out the special teams coach. But it also starts out the special teams coach to make sure he's in position and making sure the blockers are in the right spots to get him yards.
He's still fired.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Anyways, yeah, all right. So that rant, yeah, all right. Anyways, we lost some views on that rant. We're giving away this card. It should be pretty easy. We only got 6 people in here. Get the hashtag SKOLs in the comments, like the video, and subscribe. All that good stuff. Gotta be here to win. Let's get it.
We gotta hurry this because I haven't eaten yet. My Chick-fil-A is waiting.
Ooh, okay.
It's become a Thursday night tradition for me. Like every other week, I go get Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Since it's almost Christmas, I'm going. Normally, I try to keep the calories down. I'm just going full board tonight, so feeling pretty good.
Let's see here. All right, yeah, get those hashtag SKOLs in here. Get them in. I'm gonna bring this up here. Where is my thing? Right here. Come on. Okay, there we go. All right, get those hashtag SKOLs in. We're taking as many people as we have in here. We only have 6 lined up. Obviously, we just brought this back, all that stuff. But get those hashtag SKOLs in here. Like the video and subscribe. We'll pick 5 names. We'll pick as many names as it takes. Everybody's gonna be in on this one. Next year, he could be easily gone. I would be surprised if he's gone. We talking?
No, he's talking about O'Connell.
Oh, okay. No, hell no. Well, no. If he is completely trash, it's not impossible. I just don't think that's gonna happen.
No, I don't think so either.
Too evil.
We'll turn it around.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's a good head coach. It's possible, but I 100% think that is McCarthy needs to be deported. That's crazy. Back to Chicago, back to Illinois. I'm telling you, Jamie, this man is buns again and doesn't win a playoff game. He's cooked. And win a playoff game, he's cooked. I'm telling you, Jamie, this man is. I do not think he's buns. I do not. I think he's a good leader. He's called 2 good ass games the last 2 weeks.
I think he's saying if he does.
Oh yeah. I will agree that I will, as much as lenient as I have been on Kevin O'Connell this year, I think you'll see the opposite from me next year, because I understand you have a 22-year-old young quarterback who's been injured for a year, and this year has potential to be tough. And everything this year was about the progression of JJ McCarthy. And I also know that all of that this year was meant so we could go into next year and be competitive.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is. And if we're not competitive and it's just the same, if we were in the same position, then I think he could get on the hot seat.
Like, I think the way that as of right now, at least, if things keep going the way it's going, I think the way that he's ended this season will quiet, because had McCarthy sucked the rest of the year, we really struggled. I think there would have been a lot of talk in the offseason. If it ends the way that it's kind of going right now, even if we lose the last 2 games and McCarthy still looks good, I think there's not going to be as much noise surrounding the coach in the offseason. Like if it would have continued the way that it had been going, I think there would have been a lot of.
And even if it did, even if we just sucked, we just fucking sucked the rest of the year.
Yeah,
I still think Kevin O'Connell wouldn't have been on the hot seat.
Yeah,
at all.
We'll see.
I think he's, even though some people just disagree, but I'm like, in my opinion, I think he's shown enough to me as a head coach, even though he hasn't won a playoff game, to warrant a shit year with a young quarterback, pretty much.
Yeah.
The worst thing that happened was that 14-3 season, maybe.
It heightened the expectations and changed the way people thought about this year.
Right.
Like, had we won 8-9 games, lost in the playoff, or won 9-10 games, made the playoffs and lost, people would have been fine with letting Darnold go. I do agree with it in that aspect, for sure.
Yeah. It's more of an expectation thing. It's fair. My mindset was on progression of JJ McCarthy not winning playoff games. Next year, it's not even winning playoff games. It's contending for a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
You get these names, John.
Yeah. One more time, everybody. Giving away the JJ McCarthy rookie card. Get the hashtag SKOLs in the comments. Like the video, subscribe. We are about to run this. I'm going to start it right now. If you want to sneak the names in, get them in. Get them in. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're picking 5 names. Good odds here. Good odds also have to be here, with the first one being Big Raylan. Let's go. I know Big Raylan's in here. Let's go. Super Bowl stuff. We're far away. No. I'm serious. I am serious. It's not even Nick, you don't like it's not even that. It doesn't matter where we're at right now or whether you think our team is good. It's literally Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi's whole plan. No, I think he left. Their whole plan was to be contending the next 2 years. Every decision they've made has been based on that. So, like, regardless if you think we're good or not, I think it's from everybody's standpoint in that room is we gotta contend next year. So the Vikings need to make moves and figure out how to do that. 100%. So, we got a lot of issues, bro. And it don't even matter. I don't know, the OL, the offensive line, they're just gonna we're gonna have to have a bounce back year from Fries, Donovan Jackson's second year, healthier year from Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill. The offensive line is gonna be fine. I can't promise you that, but I'm telling you, this team is still better than that 14-3 team. Tell me this team isn't have more talent on it than that 14, other than Sam Darnold to JJ McCarthy. You can't tell me that. It literally 100% does.
Hey, which one of you guys unliked here? We had 10 likes a minute ago. Now we're down to 9. Who did it? Who hit the unlike button?
Someone's not liking us talking about Super Bowls. I'm not even saying I think the Vikings automatically are going to be a Super Bowl year. I'm just saying that's where the expectations are going to be. I'm telling you. It's going to, it has to be. Bob Sweet, are you still in here? Yep, I see you. Let's go. Sure, just aging as well. Yeah. And I'm not even saying I could be wrong, but I'm saying it doesn't really matter if I think that. I just know that's literally the whole plan. That's been the plan. We've been following the plan the whole time. And that's why the progression of JJ McCarthy was so important. Higher chance to go see a new front office than Super Bowl. I mean, you only winning a Super Bowl is only one team wins it every year. So you're probably right. But I'm telling you right now, just telling you, shouldn't have got rid of Phillips. I do kind of
Phillips thing. I'm still kind of whatever on.
He was our best run stuffer, and our weakest spot was against the run. So that kind of sucks. Boom. Kinetic, are you still in here? Gotta be in here to make it. We got 3 names right now. I'm gonna keep going. I got Dan in here. But yeah, no, I will die saying that the expectation is to contend. It doesn't matter if you think the team's good enough or not. That is expectation. And I think you're gonna see us make the moves in order to do that this offseason. Keep on going. Yeah, the Thielen, that was stupid. I would say there's there is a couple things that throw me off. The Thielen thing, it was I don't know if you're catering to fans, but that's dumb. I don't like that. The second thing is I was really surprised on how much, even though it was cool at the time, I was surprised how much money we spent on free agency last year, when in my head, I imagined that it was all going to be spent this year. But I also think, I know we save $11 million if you cut Hargrave this year.
Mm-hmm. There's plenty of options to save money if they want them.
Yeah. All right. Keep it on rolling here. Kinetic, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going. I mean, pretty much everybody should get in here. Boom. Nick, I know you're in here. All right. It's between bleeding and Too Evil. I don't even know. Too Evil, are you still here? Bleeding, are you still here? Let's go. Tuivo, are you here?
Does he even want a JJ McCarthy card?
No, I'm just gonna throw. Bleeding, are you here? Bleeding or Too Evil, are you here? Too Evil.
We might just need to go with who we have. Oh, Bleeding Purple still here. There we go.
There we go. All right, Too Evil. You better be quick.
I truly don't think Too Evil would even want it. Like he would probably get it and burn it or throw it in the garbage.
I don't even want to know what he'll do with that card. I don't even want to know what he does with that card, dude. All right. Let's get it. First duck race in a long time. That's what we're all here for. Does he even want it? Got me. Does he even want it? He probably doesn't, honestly. All right, 45 seconds on the clock. We got all the names here, all that good stuff. Obviously, we know what we need to do, and it feels so long since we've done. I think is that right? There we go. We got to do it for the boy. 9. How many 9s have we done before he said 9? A lot.
So many.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
Ooh. Some lame ducks, but we got to go with it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
The big boys at?
Bleeding Purple with the early lead here. Usually not a great sign, but you never know what could happen here. Big Raylan in second. We got Dan in third. Nick in fourth. And we got Swede hanging in the back, but that can be a good thing. Who's going to get the future franchise quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings, bringing the Vikings to a Super Bowl as soon as next season? Right, Nick? That means that you're getting this card. I feel it. If Nick wins this, the Vikings are winning the Super Bowl next year.
What if he doesn't win?
If he doesn't win, the Vikings are still winning the Super Bowl next year. Oh, and Nick is going to take the W here because I can already see it. Vikings are winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Look at Nick go. Look at
McCarthy, Nick Riley with the card. Oh, let's go.
That's too bad, man. It's already been prophesized. You won the duck race. You win the Super Bowl. That's how it is.
That's how it's happening. I said it early.
All right.
I'll definitely not win the Super Bowl. See, now I know we're winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Now
negative
I know.
Nick. Negative Nick. It's okay. I get it. I get it. Hey, at least you're not as negative as some people have been in here before. But hey, yeah, positivity. But anyway, Nick, we'll make sure to get that to you. But hey, anything else before we sign off here? I'm sorry to cut this. Well, we're not short, but your boy's hungry and has to go get some food.
All right.
Dying over here. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. I'll be back Monday evening to break down hopefully another Vikings win. Have a great weekend. Some good college football on this weekend as well with the playoffs starting. So thank you guys so much for joining again. See you guys next time right here, GG Sports Podcast. You know where to find us. Thank you guys so much.
Let's go Vikes.